What's up? My name is Max Sinclair and I am the founder of Eco Companion. We are about to head off on one hell of a Swedish wilderness adventure. Let's go. On this trip, I'm going to be looking dramatically out of a plane window. I'm also going to be meeting up with two friends from the world of Instagram to see how they fare with what is said to be Sweden's most primitive hotel. First, I meet Celine da Costa, a self-confessed city girl, and Margarita Samsonova, a zoology student, part-time model, and Insta queen who comes in with her own knowledge from her Latvian roots. We'll be staying at what is one of our Eco Army's favourite destinations, the Kolorbyn Eco Lodge. So they've got names, I love it. Kolorbyn is famous because of its forest huts that we'll have as our homes for the week ahead. From here, we'll be going on our expeditions to find beavers, moose, and even a little bit of wild swimming. These huts have been growing into their environment now for over 20 years, with the original concept born from charcoal workers. This is where you're sleeping for the next 4 days, Celine. Excited?
Yay!
While our city girl Celine may have been surprised by the charcoal workers' cabins, there were a couple more surprises to come. Such as, with an eco toilet, flushing isn't always an option.
Can't wait to sit on that toilet. Put up that mud.
Moving on swiftly, our next stop was for the forest larder that we were all reassured to find was stacked high with goodies. And don't worry, we checked the labels, it was organic AF. But before we dig into the organic goods, we have to move all our luggage into the huts, which should be easy enough.
We're lost.
We only have 10 huts in a very small space and we've managed to lose the 3 that are ours. Finally, we managed to find our lost huts, and on cue, my stomach started to growl.
We haven't eaten all day, so we're making dinner, because you have to make your own dinner here. I'm using the side of the pan as a chopping board for my mushrooms. Anyway, we're gonna have pasta and mushrooms tonight.
However, this is hardcore ecotourism. So to cook the pasta, you need water, and that involves long walks in the woods and, obviously, conversations with a certain goddess.
I have to knock on that wooden thingy 3 times with my right hand, and then I scoop in and I drink the water with my left hand.
Left hand, you got
Left
it.
hand, and if the water's good, then the goddess of the stream loves me. If it's not, then I get diarrhea. Tastes like water from a hole in the ground. Do I think the lady liked me? Well, we're gonna find out tomorrow if I get diarrhea or not. We don't know.
It's only day 1, but already Kolorbyn is proving to be a true eco-adventure. Learning to start your own fire and cook your own meal is the first jab from Dr. Nature to begin to disconnect from the busyness of civilization. And we all just can't wait for what's to come tomorrow with a beaver safari. After a night in the mud hut, that is. With Andy.
These are the moments in a true nature holiday that you really look forward to, like the creepy man filming you in the dark.
Looks great though. So cozy. I want to jump in there with you.
Just jump right in there, Andy. Make a whole other kind of video.
It's my first morning in the forest, and I've decided to seize the opportunity and experience, for the very first time, wild swimming.
Don't wanna fall for some crooked lie, a chase down lonely and high.
It's actually that bad once you get used to it. When you first get in, it is the coldest thing in the entire universe. But then I think your body just chills out a little bit, take a breath, and it's fucking beautiful. Even after a swim in the lake, you're never cold for long, as there's always wood chopping and fire making to keep you warm. Although fire making is one of the more tried and tested methods for keeping warm in the forests, you are free to come up with your own solutions, as our cameraman Andy does here. So we've already got up, got dressed, gone for a wild swim, made some eggs, made some friends, and the girls are still in bed. It turns out that I was too busy stuffing my face, however, to realise that Margot was already up and mugging the forest for all its natural goods.
It's now time for mushrooms.
Lovely. You first. I just really like the idea that I'm eating shit out of a forest right now.
I'm really proud of myself because I made it and I found those mushrooms. And if you're not gonna die, I'm gonna be like double proud.
In Kolorbyn, they have some really innovative features, like their eco dishwasher. It's a stream.
Yeah, this is not the part that I'm really excited about. But it has to be done. And you're gonna love it.
You're loving it right now?
Yeah.
Every minute.
Well, not like this actual minute, but I love it here. Guys, I'm so wilderness.
Wish I could have Instagram storied this so that Instagram knows how incredibly badass I am.
You are officially a nature goddess now. So you've been branded eco companion, and now suddenly you're amazing at being in nature.
I slept like a baby, like 11, 12 hours, and I was warm because there was a fire because Max made me a fire. But I haven't slept that long for a long time. So, 11 hours.
There we have it. City girl Celine can sleep in the hut for 11 hours. Nature's already starting to leave its mark. I just hope those rested eyes help us spot some wildlife this afternoon. I'm about to do what every man loves to do most, beaver hunting. Photography beaver hunting though, of course, in these lovely big old boats ahead of us. I am looking forward to this. I've seen beavers actually earlier this year. Professional I am, but still very much an exciting experience for all of us. So we have just set off on our first beaver safari. Enter the innuendos. We're all excited. So the key to spotting beaver is to look along the water's edge. But if you hear slapping, then the beavers aren't happy and you've gone too close. So you don't generally tend to see beavers at this time, so we're a little early. But fingers crossed in the next hour or two. Basically, we're cold as fuck now, so we've wrapped the travel bloggers in blankets to try and keep them alive. Tough journey. So we have about 30 minutes left in this journey. We actually did get to see a beaver for the second time in my life. It was absolutely awesome, even got the tail slap. But sadly, you can't depend on a cameraman, so you're gonna have to come out and see it for yourself. Although we didn't get a perfect sighting of the beavers, just being on this beautiful lake at sunset, knowing they were tucked away in their own little forest huts, is good enough for me. Obviously I'm kidding. He's fired. I can't believe he didn't get that fucking shot. It was right there!
Morning, campers.
And you let all the cold air in. We're cold. We hate you so much. Yeah, we're really cold. We hate you.
So it's day 3 of our wilderness eco adventure, ladies.
We hate you.
How do you think it's going so far?
It's really cold. I'm tired. We hate you.
So after about 15 minutes of complete emasculation, relight my fire. We have got this fire going, and so I'm looking forward to trying to get the girls out of bed to experience this for the first time. How you doing? You got the fire going? I got the sauna
You
going.
left us behind.
Left us.
I'm sorry. You've got a fire going though, so you've clearly improved.
Look, I'll show you something. I woke up early in the morning today to pick up some berries.
You actually picked those?
Yeah. I spent like an hour in the forest.
That is impressive.
Do you want to try?
I'm going to try one. I'm scared to. You didn't kill us yesterday, so I feel like I'm more secure.
Feed the cameraman.
Okay, this is progress. You got some mushrooms, you've got a fire going.
I started fire by myself
Yeah.
without even this like starting thing.
I've never picked
by
blueberries in the
myself.
forest as well, so I feel like this is progress. Margot, once again, smashed it by raiding the forest, cooking up an amazing porridge with freshly picked wild berries.
Our porridge is almost ready. We already put honey and jam, and now just the final touch.
What do you really think, Celine?
I think it's delicious. I'm a fan.
So I think we're about good and full. Now, let's go throw you in the lake.
I don't want to be thrown on the way.
There's a sauna to convince you, so
Okay.
it's... Okay, done. There you go. That was a yes. As effective as running through the woods naked to dry off can be, there is an alternative. This is a whole other level of ecotourism. This is the little crescendos, the little icing on the top when you've been covered in dirt for too long. A sauna, and it floats.
You guys, guess who just took a warm shower? Guess who's warm for the first time in 3 days?
The next part of the journey was our moose tour, which started off in one of the most picturesque places I have ever seen. So we only got to see some beaver flaps last night, so fingers crossed the moose safari we're on now is going to give us a little bit more meat on the bones. So this is the ant hill, which is absolutely huge. I didn't even think that would be possible by just ants. And the coolest thing about it all is this trail they've created through the moss, because they follow the same path every single time. I'm extremely passionate about Eco Companion's mission, which has made me into an absolute workaholic. So opportunities like this really are gold dust for me. Like a lot of people, I get back pain from sitting at a desk every day, but 4 or 5 days in a place like this, that all just disappears. It melts away. It's a truly relaxing and rejuvenating experience, spending time in nature like this. Done! Are we done, Andy? I'm done. Are you...
Throw it down, away, don't be scared, it's okay. Settle down, set the night, don't be scared, it's alright.
Come on, Margot! Row the boat!